Welcome back to Grizz Vision here on Grizz TV. My name is Neal Ruhl. We're here with Coach Kampe and Coach Signing Day in the books. You guys added a couple of good recruits, another point guard for you to add to the stable with Braylon Neely, Chris Polambizio as well. This is what you wanted to do when Signing Day came.
Yeah, we're really, really happy. If you look at our Horizon League recruiting now, we had Felder, Hayes, and Daniels in that class, which was an outstanding, it's proving to be. All three of those guys, one was freshman of the year, the other two were on the all-freshman team. Then the next year we brought Femi and we went the transfer route. And that's, I think, is paying dividends now too. And then this year's freshman class was just, just an outstanding class. We really felt that it was critical for us to have a great recruiting year this year, to put 4 classes together like that in a row. And we got our point guard of the future. He's really good. He took his team to state championship last year, undefeated in the state of Michigan at the highest level. He's a pass-first point guard. He's unbelievably fast, which for the blacktop, is going to be great. He can make open shots, another left-hander.
You got a bias, don't you, Coach?
We're going to change the name to Left-Handed You, I think. But he gets up and down the floor, thinking pass first. He played in the AAU with 2 of the top players in the country, so he had to learn to acquiesce to, he's got the number 3 player in the country on one side, and another guard on the other side is 50th or something like that ranked player. So he learned how to play with great players at an early stage. He can take over. And then the one thing that he can really, really do, even though he's a little guy, is he can really guard the basketball with great quickness. And in our press, that's going to be, I can't wait to coach the young man.
And Coach, talking about Chris Polambizio as well, this is a guy that can put it on the floor, that can find his shot. Maybe not necessarily when a shot's there, he can create one.
Yeah, well, I was moving into Chris next, but in Polambizio, we got that Oakland great shooter, that next to that line of great shooters. Chris is, he's got unlimited range. He can, as soon as he crosses half court, he's going to be, in range to shoot the basketball. He's got a shooter's mentality. He believes that every shot he takes is going in. And I love those things, man. I think Chris was kind of born to play for Oakland. He's got that mentality that, man, I can score the basketball. And then, as you said, he's worked on his game. He can put it on the floor now. He's somebody that can get to the free throw line. So he's a young man that I think is going to come in here, even as a freshman. I expect him to see minutes on this basketball team because he fits our style and he fits our system. And then the greatest thing about Chris is he is one tough SOB, man. He is a tough kid. He exudes toughness. I'm scared of him sometimes when I look at him, and when he's out on the floor, he's got a chip on his shoulder, and, he'll dive right through somebody to get a loose ball. And you put all that in, and, our shooters over the years, that's not quite the same quality that our shooters have had. Our shooters have always, I don't want to say pretty boys. I'm not going to say Travis Bader was a pretty boy.
He had great hair, though.
Right, but, they weren't known as chew nails type kids, and that's what Chris is. I think he takes a handful of nails and puts it in his mouth for breakfast every morning. That's how tough this kid is. So we had just on paper a great recruiting year, but more importantly, and from the eye, what's everybody say? The eye test, from the eye test.
The eyeball test.
Yeah, this is what we needed. We needed a point guard to replace Kay in the future, and then we needed that next great shooter. And to get it, the next great shooter at the 3-4 position at 6'7" is really, really good, because now in the next recruiting class we can get the 6'3", 6'4", 2 great shooter. Man, the future would be really bright. So I'm excited. You don't see me bubbling this often.
No.
Usually about recruiting, but we got the 2 kids we wanted to get, so we're excited.
All right, Coach, appreciate the time. Thank you very much.
All right, Neal.